I say, what is it with me and Titanic? Well, as I've stated before, originally steamships and steamboats and boats were of the designation LS. You know how they have RMS, H, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Those are basically just initials for names, pretty much. And they could mean anything from Royal Men's Ship, which is what they usually meant, or Republican Men's Ship, or whatever, which is what they generally were. Like I said, you would have to be around. If you're around in 1700 and 1600 and 1500, you would probably understand. If you were actually the shipbuilder of these or the inventor of these ships, then you would understand. I've been through quite a bit, as I say. Like I am Lucifer Starline, or just originally, like I say, originally my namesake was Star, and then took on the namesake of Lucifer. I think it had to do with sulfur or something like that, or something. I had sulfur and someone else had sulfur, and I wanted to be a little bit different, so I came out with Lucifer sulfur plus also, gunpowder. It's basically like low grade gunpowder. I had Lucifer, which is basically sulfur plus something else or something. If you track it back, that's basically what it was. There was sulfur, and we were selling sulfur, making and I had Lucifer or something like that, or Lose sulfur. Um, there's many explanations for how I picked up the name Lucifer, commemoration or whatever. Basically, sulfur that burned better or something. I don't really know. It had something to do with gunpowder. I know that. Um, but we also did fireworks and all kinds of other stuff. Also like record playing and those little round record playing stuff and stuff like that. The discs. I came up with the theory that basically you could if you could hit a tuning fork, ding, and hear a song and hear a sound, maybe you could sharpen the end of the point to scribe or even play music using a cone and all that. I had lots of different ideas. Anyway, like I said, it basically comes down to the fact that I am Lucifer the creator. Um, Anyway, SS stood for the S in my middle name, as I've explained before. Basically, everything that was mine or everything that I had produced or owned was under the designation of LS. L dot S dot. And I used to have my name on the side of all my ships, Lucifer Star. You know, and like I said, because there were spaceships and seagoing ships, I had I added the line part because, as I say, you know, the the LS or LS Titanic, which is basically like saying Lucifer Starship Titanic, you know, and like I said, I did not want it to get confused with my actual starships like the LSF, which of course was a colony ship, which also had runabouts, the LSF Blackbirds, which are called SR-71s Blackbirds. Anyway, made out of depleted uranium. So all these explanations, and like I said, there's also quite a bit of identity theft. There are a lot of people who saw my name on the side of the ship and started calling themselves, "Why, yes, I'm Lucifer Star. I swear on Bible." And there's all these people basically doing massive identity theft of me. Um, and like I said, but they were not me. And they did very bad things, tried to use my money, tried to ride my ships for free, and eventually got shot and killed or just died of old age. So, anyway, as I say, I went to space and was gone from the Earth for about 1 billion years, basically, at one point, all throughout the universe. Like I said, I was a creator of life forms, planets, stars, actual stars, which are big burning fusion reactors, which is why all the stars are called stars, because they knew that they're related to me. They used to call me the person for which the stars are named after. As in, I was before all those big fusion reactors in space. So, they were actually named after me. So, anyway, basically to give you a hint of how old I am. Billions, trillions years. About 99 trillion years. Anyway, so that is why, and later on, because of why all the identity theft and people were Larry Smalls, Larry or Lenny Smarton, you know, and they were basically trying to guess my name, trying to pretend that they were me. like I said, after a while, that came too bad, so they took my name off the side of the ship and just put LS on the front of the ship plus the name Titanic. So then when people tried to go to my shipyard to say, why, yes, I am Leonard Snarls. And yes, I'm the owner of this shipyard. Blah, blah, blah. And my people would be like, that's not the name of the owner. Bye. You know. So all these people were trying to guess. So because of all of it, and because of all people were telling me exactly what the humans were doing or what the people were doing. And like I said, and even the people that walked up and said, why, yes, I'm Lucifer with a C, Star with an S, or whatever, or Star with a C. Yeah, Star with a C. Ah, it's like, so you're basically the creator of 12 types of life forms and basically older than the stars themselves. Okay. Yeah. Probably not. I used to fend off some of these wackos myself. No, you're not me. So like I say, so that's why we started calling them SSs, because I figured that it'd be a lot harder, because so many people were coming up and they knew my L. They knew my first name was L for sure. Yeah, my first name is L. And my last name is S for sure. Yeah. So it's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's like pulling the sword from the stone. And it's like, and my people would be like, no, I'm sorry, you don't own this shipyard. So, or that ship. Because there's a lot of people that would walk up and be like, why, yes, I'm Mr. Titanic. And that's my ship. Take a picture of me. And then they would go up to the captain and try and be like, what do you mean? My order, I can't get on this ship. It's my ship. My name is on the side. See my ID? See my piece of paper? Here. And everybody was doing that. Like, there's a lot of people doing that. Like, we had to fend off all these wackos. There are people that are saying, why, yes, my name is America. And that's why it's called America. In America, you see. It's like, I'm sorry, the owner of this country isn't named America. And they call me crazy. Because there are people going out there, why, yes, my name is Germany Snarls, and this is my country. And maybe that'll work on the girls on Saturday night or Sunday night, but it doesn't work when you're trying to get into an airbase or get a tank or get on a ship or something like that. It's like, there's all these people just basically pretty much guessing and just trying to be someone they're not. And it's like, what do you mean? It's right here. I have this piece of paper. I have this ID. And it's like, damn, they're crazy. All these people, why, yes, I'm spokesman for Canada because my name is Canada. There's all these people that were doing this, like the pathetic wackos or something. I'm serious. I'm giving an example of what they were doing. Like as it is, there's probably 50 people like, why, yes, my name is Ford. No. And I own that factory. And they're going around telling people all this shit. And, they were getting, women would sleep with them and be like, he said he owned the factory. And my people would be like, oh, darling, you poor thing. No. Who did you talk to? What did you say? Why did you give him your money? Oh, I'm so sorry. You gave him everything. You're pregnant. You have nowhere to go. You sold and you left. Where is he? Well, maybe you can stay in one of the little rooms or something like that, but or we'll get you a place, but I'm sorry. I mean, he doesn't own the factory. He doesn't own that house. My people were like that. Because there's all these people running around saying all this stuff, and they would go and sleep with these girls and get these girls pregnant, or they would borrow lots of money, or they'd be like, or all these people were like, yes, I own this factory. Yes, I own this factory. Yes, if you just give me some more money, we'll be able to start production on our cars. There's all these liars going around the world, and they're just lying to all these people, and these people would invest or would believe them, and then they would give up their whole life savings, and then they would be out all this money, and they would basically be kicked out on the street and be poor. And it's like, I'm so sorry, but no. I don't know who you talked to. I don't know what you were thinking. But no, they don't own this country. No, they have no relation to the leader. No, they're not the president. No, they're just renting that house. No, they can't get you out of jail. No, they are not mayor of the city. Just like Thomas, or I mean, just like there's probably 500, maybe 500 Washingtons running around going, why, yes, I own Washington, D.C., don't you know? That's why my name is Washington Darrell Cumberland. I mean, there's all these people. Of the trillions of millions of billions of people, there's probably like 800 liars, or 800 people on drugs, or 800 people that are just like, and they'd go up and they'd go throughout this country, and they were just lying about everything. And so women were getting pregnant, people were losing all their money, and it's like, no. No, who did you talk to? What? Oh, you gave him everything, did you? Oh. And you helped him what? Oh, I'm sorry, no. No. Just like Rodney and Rick Bush thinking that there's this council in the sky or something. It's like, no, they're exoskeletons, and no, they just follow orders. I'm sorry, no. No, there's no judge in the sky other than me. No, there's no one older. There's no one else you can go and talk to. No. No, the humans aren't the most powerful race in the universe. Never were, never will be. No, I'm sorry. No. No, there's no God's army. No, there's no God. And it's like, no, the Pope's not that powerful. Other than people that might actually just go kill him for him or whatever, but they probably have to bribe them or pay them or something. Or no, the Vatican's a mine. I'm sorry, it's not a religious organization really like that, and they were doing fraud a long time ago. No, there's no one else. No, there's no one. No, I'm so sorry. No, he's not a record producer. No, he's not the mayor. I'm so sorry. No. I mean, there's all these people running around lying to these people, and it's like, no, I'm sorry. So, no, there's no one older than the superstar. No, you didn't actually sleep with him. No, you're not carrying his child. I'm sorry. I mean, he's just like a famous guy. Lucifer Star is like, well, if Bob Hope was 800 or 99 trillion years old, then blah blah. And for the longest time, they thought that Saint Snandon or something like that, or some saint name, was actually older than Lucifer Star, and it was confirmed that Lucifer Star is the oldest. That's why my name's at the top. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very sorry. No, he has no power, and he has no control. I mean, the whoever you talk to has no power, no control, and doesn't decide anything. No. I'm sorry.